Hi everyone, another Road to Endgame. So in this one, we have already joined the tournament, and so what I'm going to do is basically push as far as I can, answer questions for last episode, might do an artifact optimizer and all the goody stuff. But yeah, let's crack a lack in. Like to see how you guys are doing your tournaments as well. So at the moment, I'm in 6. I've dropped and looks up to push. What? Guys pushed 9-9. That's painful. So it looks we've got some going. I have been ending top 10 in tournaments recently, so I haven't been doing that bad, but that is some pushing. Alright, so we've got legendaries. Let's check that out quickly. Well, I actually leveled up the heroes, so I'm doing something in the background. Spell. That's correct. Equipped. So it's ranged. Is that higher than my other one? It certainly is. So Mad Hat, the old school Mad Hat, can disappear. What else we got here? Weak one of them. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And crafting. Come on, disappear. 45. Oh, I'm way off. Before I can get my next Ancient Warrior. Got 100 shards, so really I need to get a really high place in tournament to get the lovely shards reward. So if I get undisputed 140, that'd be my next set. That's be amazing. So that's really push. I doubt I'll get it first, but if I can get top 5, that'd be pretty good. Oh, here's one. Fancy Slayer said, "Hey Soulrise, I don't know if you know this, but if you activate your skills before opening a clan crate or make it rain, you get a significant amount more gold than for your standard one. Recently found this out, helps lots, so blah blah blah." So basically this is what I haven't noticed and I keep forget to doing. So if you activate your skills then open a clan crate, you get more gold, and that would make sense because you're activating your skills. So that's nice tip to know. So that's a good point. Thanks Fancy Slayer 99. Someone said, Rodrigo, is Poison Edge essential? I have it at level 2. He's at 64,000 and it doesn't do any damage. It's not essential. Some people do have Poison Edge, some people don't. But you need to have quite a few levels into it for it to be any decent. So having it like 2 points to it, not be as much. See, I have 8, so around about 8 or 10. So if you have 8s into it, what it basically does, like, it gives you 43% dagger poison boost and plus 3 dagger count. I find it helps me splash a little extra through the bosses. So maybe just need a couple more skill points into it. But the only real way to find out is try it with or without Poison Edge in the build and just see for yourself, really. Okay, someone said Giacomo. I'm hopefully I pronounced it right. Sorry if I don't. Hi, so as a question for you, I've always reached 40k stage, closing to 1,000 skill points. It's about time to decide what build to follow next. I now have clanship pet Harmadas. I have not spent a single euro in the game, so it's not VIP. This probably explains why he's pet Harmadas. Based on previous videos, he's thinking about switching to Shadow Clone, but I managed to get into very high clan. That helps, and they've told me to switch to Heavenly Strike. What do you think about these builds? Which is better? Which is a better build? Shadow Clone or Heavenly Strike build? And which one should I choose? Again, Ferry or Pet? So he's asking which gold source is best, Ferry or Pet Armadas, and also what build, Shadow Clone or Heavenly Strike. I would say, well, the gold source is easy. If you haven't got VIP, stick with Pet Harmadas. The thing with Ferry gold income is that you need to watch the adverts. If you can't skip adverts, then you need to watch them, which is very time consuming, and if you're doing a fast build it might take up too much time. And you don't need to be VIP, you just need to spend over £48, well, 50 quid depending on what your local currency. So it's not VIP. I was going to purchase it then. No, it's basically just it's up to 50 amount, and that gives you able to skip adverts, which is what you want, not VIP. VIP gives you discount and stuff like that. So that's it. if you are willing to spend a bit of money, go fairy. If not, if you want to stay free to play, then keep Pet Harmadas as your gold income. Now, when it comes to actual build, two main differences is Heavenly Strike is a faster build, but you need very good mana regen. If you've just got 1,000 skill points, you may need a bit more than that, and also you need to have high level mana regen and a big mana pool. So if you haven't got those things with the right artifacts, if you switch, it might actually be weaker or slower, because you do need quite a substantial amount of skill points in that. Also, Heavenly Strike is an active build, so you have to be an active player because you have to keep smashing the Heavenly Strike button. So if you, for example, only get to play it once or twice a day, it might not be the best build. If you do get to play it a lot and do a lot of runs, like 5, 6, 10 a day, then Heavy Strike is a bit stronger. I find Heavy Strike is stronger than Shadow Clone. Shadow Clone is known as the lazy man build because all you need to do is activate your skills and then just check it every 5-10 minutes to reactivate them. You hardly got to touch it. So it's good for farming. So Shadow Clone is good for farming, but it's not as strong as Heavenly Strike. But both of them, as I say, take a lot of mana, and you need to have the right artifacts. For example, Shadow Clone, if you haven't got the Necromancer set, Ruthless Necromancer set, it might not be worth it because it won't do enough splash in it. So again, only one way to find out is you try them both. Personally, I'll wait a bit more to make sure that you do have a Ruthless Necromancer within Shadow Clone, and you've got enough skill points and mana regen for Heavenly Strike. So check those things first. Oh, someone says Tomato Guapo. It's quite vague, the question. Says, we have the same skill points. I'm at stage 10,000. Please give me some tips to gain some skill points and other things. That's too vague. So you're basically saying, like, give you some tips to gain more skill points and other things. You're basically saying give you some tips to play better, play more. Because there's so many things to cover. Or suggest is watch the Road to Endgame guide series from the beginning if you haven't. Watch my beginner guide videos and tournament videos to gain a lot of skill points. The main way to do that is to level up each time you reach certain stages. When you break your max stage, you get skill points that way, and also by tournament. So if you get first place in tournament, again, it's way too much to cover because I don't know what build you got, I don't know your play method, I don't know exactly what you want me to do. Is it you want me to get you winning more tournaments? Do you want me to get you to do more stages? So I need more specifics. But in general, just watch those main videos, the beginner's guide, tournament guides, and Road to Endgame. I go through several tips throughout the whole episode, so watch some of that. You can also drop in Discord if you've got a specific question. Feel free to drop in Discord. I think we've got like 1,000 members now. There's plenty of people there who can answer any question if you've got a direct question you want to answer. Obronio, I think it's called. It says, I have a question. I've been relying on hero damage. Is that bad because you normally talk about Shadow Clone, Heavenly Strike, and Silent March builds? I haven't talked about those builds in a long while. I'm mainly talking about Shadow Clanship. So between 23 skill points and 1,000 skill points, it's Clanship. Has always been Clanship. I mentioned that in a lot of my videos. It's what you use now. The rest of the builds, so Shadow Clone, Heavenly Strike, those builds are over 1,000 skill points. So if you're nowhere near that, don't even think about it. So keep on. If you are low level, which sounds like you are, you should be using Clanship. And if you are, yes, you should be concentrating on hero damage, because that's one of the main sources for your damage on Clanship, as well as Clanship damage. And Silent March, there's no Silent March build anymore. That's been taken out. Was it 3.0? So we don't even do Silent March builds anymore. That's gone. That's become a passive skill. So don't worry about that build. It's not a thing anymore. It's not a thing. Also, okay, if you want more information about builds, again, feel free to send me a message in Discord if you want a bit more explanation about that as well. So Done Zero, are the skill builds in the Compendium, which is what I refer to, used as a guide, are they really effective, reliable? I'm running a Clanship build and currently stuck at 7.1k. I think it's because my skill build is not from the Compendium. So it looks like you're using a skill build from somewhere else or your own. So just to let you know, the guides on the Compendium mainly are used from MMLH's Google Sheet Optimizer. So it uses like algorithms to work out the best efficiency for skill builds. All of them are guides. They are just guides. They are suggestions on what are the kind of best areas to go to help you level quicker and play the game more efficiently, more faster. They're not perfect because they rely on so many factors: playstyle, equipment, artifact, pets, just generally those kind of things, plus other things as well. So, and again, they're just guides. They're meant to point you in the right direction. You can, by all means, if you've got your own style where you've mixed all of them, you're like a hybrid build, you're missing mostly pet, mostly clanship, and some shadow clone thrown in. If it's working for you, hey, stick with it. If you're using someone else's build you got from a friend or guild member and it's working for you, stick with it. These are the competing ones and the ones I suggest and the one I'm following above and everything else. As I mentioned, they're just guides, but hopefully it helps you point in the right direction. Are they effective and reliable? Yeah. They're not, as I said, they're not perfect, but majority of people that follow them have improved. Rarely, I think hardly, like in the hundreds, maybe thousands of people I've spoke about builds and optimizing stuff. I'll say like 5%, probably even less, had an existing build that was better. Like if as a new player, obviously a lot of mid to late game players, they would have their own style and worked out their own builds completely different. But for a brand new player who's just started a game, I've only come through a handful of people whose existing choices or builds was way better than these optimizers or the suggestion ones. So as I said, that's like a couple of rare cases, and that might be just because the way they optimizers their skilled. For example, they dumped it all on clanship, but then they've only got clanship artifacts, so that's why it's super powerful. But then you find when that happens that they put nothing in gold, so that they do hit a wall suddenly, so they level up quite high, and then they're stuck at a hero because they can't afford to upgrade to the next hero because they've done nothing for gold income. The optimizers are meant to be balanced for gold and power, and it looks at everything as a potential, and it gives you the best efficiency on leveling up. Well, as I mentioned, the best they can. So yes, I believe they're effective, reliable. Are they perfect? No, nothing's perfect, but it's the best we've got. It's the best we've got. Simple as that. We work with what we got, guys. We work with what we got. Valron is another interesting question. He's asked, right, he basically said, can you give me an idea for mixing two builds? So he wants to mix clanship and shadow clone because of lots of points and being shared. Basically he wants a hybrid build. I've said it's probably not good to do a hybrid build because basically if you're trying to mix two builds together like clanship and shadow clone, you're spreading everything out and not getting the best results. So for example, the whole point of clanship is that it levels up the specific equipment and clanships, but if you're mixing two builds up, you've got to level up more artifacts. And also with for example with equipment, is only geared towards one item, so it's only geared towards clanship, but you can't spread them out because if for example if you're trying to do both hybrid clanship and shadow clone, and you got high damage in slash equipment and clanship, but half your skill points in shadow clone, that's going to make it weaker because you're spreading your points. You're spreading the damage what you could potentially get. So I can see where you're coming from. You want the best of both worlds, but I will personally stick towards one. You can do slight hybrids, I say hybrids, but that's really when you have an abundance of skill points. So people have like 3,000, 4,000 skill points, and well players who spend a lot of money, because by then your skill tree is starting to max out. You're starting to get like 25 skill points in one skill is maxed anyway. So that's the point you start spreading out to the other skill trees because you're maxing the skills out. That's the only time you really go hybrid style. But apart from that, I would recommend sticking to one because you're putting too many eggs in different baskets and you're just going to end up breaking them all. So that's my personal opinion. If you guys experienced it, if you guys think differently, if you think hybrids are actually decent, spreading them out, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below who's got their own hybrid, who's done half shadow clone, half clanship, and they've got a build that's worked out pretty well. I would like to hear it. Also share it, because I'm sure Valrun would like to have a go at that, because that's what he's looking for. As Kevin said, what is your clan? Can I join? My clan is Chubra. I've had some people join. We didn't have a requirement, but we've had some people drop. So if you're not interested in joining the clan, I've changed it to, so it has been changed to where is it? To back to public, so it's not private anymore. The clan name's Chabra, and the code for it is Z3MQY. It's only we have to be as 10k, so minimum requirement is 10k max stage. If you've got that, just search that clan code. You should be able to join automatically. Obviously, you've got to be active and join in raids. If you're not active, we do a check once a week. You could be dropped, but that's standard with every clan. You know, if you don't play, you're kicked, obvious. So yeah, you just need to be 10k, and we've got like 8 spots, so feel free to grab them quick, because they do tend to be quick. So yeah, feel free to join if you want to. The last question about Arilyn. Arilyn asks, hey, sorry to believe, it's the worst time to make a clan. I've been seeing the big change and direct release recently. A bunch of clans have 40 members and more are not filled. I'm currently helping a new clan. I was thinking, what was the most experience I've had so far? So basically saying, is it good time to start a new clan now? Personally, me now, I'll say no. Starting a new clan now, a brand new one, you won't get far, because unfortunately it's too easy to join a higher level clan than it is to get people to recruit a low clan, and also you then got to spend months, maybe years, to level up your clan XP. The higher the clan XP, the higher advanced start, but basically the quicker you progress through the game. So for example, if you've got like 100 XP, it could take you an hour and a half to reach your max stage from 10k. But then if you're in a clan that has 30 XP, it could take you 10 minutes. That's such a big time difference that's why so many people really don't want to join low level clans. And as I said, there's so many openings on medium to big size clans. The reason so many openings, because with a game like this, it has quite a low retention rate and quite a high dropout. Unless there's a big update, you've got big influx of people, then because it's a long grinding game, a lot of people leave. So what it tends to happen, what I'll suggest is clan mergers. So if you're a medium-sized clan and you've had like 10, 15 people drop, so you've got like, I don't know, like 20 members left or 30 members left, just find another clan around about your size and just merge them. So merge them together, so you need an even bigger clan and get more raids that way. Start a new one this late into the game, as I said, it'll take you years to get it up, and by then, you know, you have so many people coming and going, it'd be more stressful than it is. Unfortunately, that's the way it is now. Is starting a new clan is, yeah, it's more hard work than it is, I'm afraid. It's all about joining big clans or merging medium-sized clans now. I think my max stage has gone up a little bit since the last video. Yeah, I'm currently at 9192, so nearly at 9,200. Oh, getting near close to that 10k stage, guys. Oh, that's when it starts getting fun. I say start getting fun. When you get your first mythic set, that's when it starts getting fun. All right, 100 stages left to go, and we'll hit my max stage again. And when it hits max stage, I'm going to prestige. If you've liked this video, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I try to release these quite often. I try to do 3 videos a week. So yeah, hit notifications for when they drop. I also stream on Twitch every Sunday at 8 PM GMT time. So drop in if you got live Q&A, if you've got any questions there, or join Discord. There's loads of pro players and myself in there, to happy to answer any of the questions. Well, I hope you have had a wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye.